Hello everyone! It's wonderful to be with you here today. My name is Becky Schmidt. I am the Milwaukee County Department on Aging Community Programs Coordinator, and I'm thrilled to speak with you for a few minutes today. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the services provided by the Department on Aging, both for older adults and for their caregivers. Hopefully the audio is working okay. If you're out there, give me a thumbs up in the comments if it's working all right for you so I can get a little feedback. This is our first Facebook Live for the Department on Aging. I want to thank Serving Older Adults for hosting us today. Certainly during COVID, we used to do so much in person to get the word out, and we're all turning virtual now. So major thank you to Serving Older Adults for inviting us to be with you today. And hopefully we'll try out some more of these Facebook Live events. I'm going to talk for about 15 minutes about the services provided by the Department on Aging. Feel free to type questions into the comment stream. I'm going to watch for those, and hopefully at the end I'll have a few minutes to answer your questions in the video. And if I miss any, we will follow up and answer them in the comment thread. So feel free to submit any questions you have. And just oh, Bobby, hi there! I just want to say before I start too, this time of year is when we were out and about at outreach events and got to see all of your lovely faces at resource fairs and events at the senior centers and presentations. Senior Fest was a big one, and I just miss it so much. I really miss seeing you all, so take care. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully we'll be together in person really soon. Okay, so to start us off, I'm going to use an old school prop. I am talking about the Department on Aging today. This is our brochure. If you want to learn more about the services I'm mentioning today, you can go to our website, or you can always call us, ask for brochures. We can mail them out to you. And I'm going to talk to you today about 8 services that the Department on Aging provides. Very briefly, so you just get a quick overview. The first thing I want to talk about is senior dining. Senior dining is one of our major services, and it's become really important during COVID actually. So senior dining is a program that provides a daily meal to older adults. It's a Monday through Friday meal. And traditionally, historically, we used to be in person at our dining sites, and so you got the fellowship and the ability to eat with people. Right now, the program is still running, but we've modified it for safety, and we're calling it curbside. So you can go on our website or call and learn about locations throughout the community where you can get a curbside meal. And basically what you do, you call the day before and make a reservation, and then you drive up, and our staff are going to come out, with masks and gloves to be safe, and they're going to give you that meal. Some of our locations even have weekend meals that they're able to distribute. So nutrition and keeping older adults connected is really important to us. The senior dining program is a great way you can connect with that. So that was one. I'm going to move on to 2. The second thing that is in our service lineup is our senior centers. And you already know about those if you're at the Serving Older Adult Facebook page. You're very familiar with the great work that comes out of our senior centers. So historically, they were places where you could go and be in person and have recreation and socializing and programming and education. There's just a multitude of things they do. Right now, Serving Older Adults has done a great job of developing their virtual programming. So unfortunately, the centers are closed. We take the pandemic very seriously, and we take your safety very seriously. So they are closed, but I would encourage you to check out SOA's website and their Facebook page for the lineup and the calendar of events. And again, I'm preaching to the choir because you're right here, so you're probably familiar, but they do offer some wonderful programming even during this time. All right, that was 2. I'm on to 3. Transportation. Transportation is one of the biggest needs we see among older adults when you can no longer drive or maybe no longer take the bus. And during COVID, there's some unique challenges to transportation. So there are a variety of transportation resources that we can connect you with. One of them is our MCDA transit van. One of them is ERA Senior Network, which offers volunteers who provide rides. We even have during COVID, and you might not have learned about this yet, we have COVID transportation, and that's for older adults that have been tested or been exposed to COVID. And so we have a contract with the transportation provider to provide safe COVID-19 transportation. So that was a lot of different transportation services, but what I would encourage you to do is call our Aging Resource Center, and they could walk you through each of those, get you started in the application process, and you could learn more about the details. So that's transportation. On to 4, our wellness programs. They're also known as the Evidence-Based Prevention Programs, or EBPP, but I'm just going to call them wellness programs to keep it simple. These are programs that were historically meeting in person, and we're there to provide wellness and prevention. So one of them is on falls prevention. One is on healthy living with diabetes. We've got one on chronic conditions, one on chronic pain, one for caregivers. There's a great lineup. During COVID-19, we did have to postpone all the in-person workshops, but we're very excited. We're working on putting together a virtual lineup for this fall so that you could participate in the workshops virtually during this time. So right now we're just putting those together, and then hopefully very soon, who knows when, after COVID has passed, we will resume the in-person workshops. But they're a wonderful resource for the community. All right, that was 4. I'm on to 5, long-term care options. Long-term care is the services and support you need as you age. So if you are living in your own home, taking care of yourself as you age, you might have additional needs. And long-term care is those services. So our office, if you call, can work with you to think through paid options for long-term care, can talk to you about community supports and organizations that help. And also, we are the state's access point for long-term care, for the state's long-term care programs, or you might have heard them called Medicaid waiver programs. Those get a little bit complicated. They have both a physical and a financial eligibility to them. But I would encourage you, if you or someone you know might need that help, to please call us and learn a little bit more, or check out our website, learn a little bit more. They are a really valuable resource to people that need that care as they grow older. Okay, that was 5. I'm on to 6. Dementia care. We have 2 dementia care specialists in Milwaukee County. We recognize, as does the state, that dementia will be a growing problem as the population ages. We need support for those with dementia and also their caregivers, the people that are taking care of them at home. So we have dementia care specialists that work with both individuals and families and also businesses. There is a goal, a vision of creating a dementia-friendly community, which means we need support for families, and we also need businesses and agencies in the community to know how to be dementia-friendly and provide service even to those that might be working with a loved one with dementia. So our dementia care specialists provide education in the community. They can do family consultations. Right now they're doing them over the phone out of safety, but they're still available to do them over the phone. And they're actually offering a few virtual things online right now. They've done a few presentations on brain health and dementia, partnering with local libraries, and there is a monthly caregiver support group going on that just started up in June. So check out our website or let us know if you want to learn more about those. That was 6. I'm on to 7. 7 is Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels is a really valuable program. You've probably heard of it. You might even know someone who's utilizing it. But Meals on Wheels provides meals to homebound older adults Monday through Friday. And it's a great connection with the community. It's a hot, nutritious meal delivered to their door. And it's also a connection point for a homebound older adult who might not see anyone. Our drivers deliver that meal in person. And so it's both a nutrition resource and a connection. And I will note they are taking full precautions right now during COVID-19. They are not handing in person like they used to, but they are delivering to the door and confirming that the person has received the meal after they've backed away. So Meals on Wheels, very important resource for older adults. And finally, I'm up to 8. 8 is elder abuse. We're the elder abuse unit for Milwaukee County. And what that means, if you are concerned about the well-being of an older adult, you can call us. We have an elder abuse unit who would investigate that. It might be physical, financial, neglect, all of those things. We're the resource you can turn to. And we have great staff that go out and take care of that. Bonus, that was 8. Bonus is the Aging Resource Center. So basically everything I talked about today, you can learn more about on our website, or the great way to access this, to sign up for things, to get one-on-one help, get an application started, or get sent in the right direction for a resource, is through our Aging Resource Center. I bet you cannot read this, but the phone number is 414-289-6874. I think I'll post that in the comments too. Wonderful staff. They're there Monday through Friday to take your calls, assist you. Even after hours, Impact 211 answers that line. So that's a great way to contact us. And our website, county.milwaukee.gov/aging, will have more information. I'm going to do a plug for 2 events we have going on right now, and then I'll stop and see if you guys have any questions. I can answer those right now. One plug is for our Medicare 101 virtual series. So throughout the summer, we are offering Medicare 101 presentations online, virtually. It's about an hour presentation. And for all of you that need to enroll or are enrolled in Medicare, it's a good overview. It's an objective overview of what you are entitled to, what your options are, how to enroll, how to get enrollment assistance. So there's a Medicare 101 series. I would encourage you to check our Facebook page or website for the dates on that. And then the other thing going on right now, as I mentioned, is the virtual dementia care support group. So that's a wonderful resource for anyone that might be caring for a loved one with dementia. So I'm going to pause here. I'm just going to take a drink of water, and I'm going to look at the comment thread just to see if you guys have submitted any questions. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, I'm scrolling down. I don't see any questions. I want to give a shout out to Bobby and Rachel. Thank you for joining us. Very, very glad to have an audience. I will answer 2 questions that we get a lot because we're running a little ahead of time. One question we get a lot is about income eligibility. So all these services that I just mentioned, is there income levels for those? Is there a certain level you have to meet? Almost all of our services are provided out of the Older Americans Act and state funding, and they're meant for older adults. So they're meant for anybody 60 and over, meaning that there are not income restrictions on most of the services I offered. The 2 big exceptions there are the Go Pass, which is a reduced fare on the bus. That's got income limits on that. And then the biggie is our long-term care programs through the state. Those have very strict income eligibility that needs to be met. But other than that, things like senior centers, Meals on Wheels, transportation, all the other things I mentioned, those are based on being an older adult. So we're here to serve anybody 60 and over. I get that question a lot. Another question I get a lot is, oh, Rachel actually submitted it. What would be the first step to get Meals on Wheels delivery? Next question I get a lot is, how do I sign up? How do I get started? The main place to get started for almost everything, including Meals on Wheels, is to call our Aging Resource Center. So the staff there will do a brief screening process and start that application for you. So it's really the phone number, the 414-289-6874. Starting with a call to them is how you would get started. Great question. Thank you. All right, I don't see any other questions at this time. Like I said, we will watch the feed, and if there's anything else in the comments, more than happy to type a response to it. I really want to thank you for joining us today. I do want to put another plug in there. If you get a chance, and you haven't already, I know most of you have, your wonderful advocates, please like our page on Facebook. It's Milwaukee County Department on Aging, or follow us on Facebook. And what that does, especially now during COVID-19, we're really struggling to get the word out to people about services for older adults. And it's a really important goal for us to make sure that everyone in the community knows what we have here to help them. And so by a simple action like you sharing something, speaking with a neighbor, liking our Facebook page, it kind of helps increase that network. We're always trying to expand our reach so that everyone knows that if they're caring for an older adult or they're aging and need help, there are a lot of services here, and they can contact the Department on Aging for those. So I really want to thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy this lovely weather. I hope that very soon we're seeing each other in person again safely. I really truly miss coming out to those outreach events and seeing all of you. And I know our senior center staff really miss having the participants in the building. So we're all going to stay safe, but can't wait for the day when we can be back in person. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day.